Okay, so we're going to look at simultaneous equations, and we're going to look at two different methods that you can use to solve them. Now I'm very, very happy for you to choose whichever method you feel is most appropriate for you to solve it. Okay? Now a simultaneous equation is where you have two equations that both have the same letter in them. So on this occasion we've both got x and both got y in them. And a simultaneous equation means we're going to solve them to find out the value of x and y. And you may have done this before, and your teachers may have shown you one method or another, but I'm going to show you both. So, method one that we're going to use is going to be via elimination. So, in effect, I'm going to look for something that I can eliminate in those two things. So I'm going to write the two equations underneath each other. 5, and I'm going to look to eliminate it. And the reason I've written them underneath each other so that the like terms sit underneath each other is so that we can now very, very easily look to eliminate them. So I'm now going to either add up or take away those equations to eliminate. So if we have a look at this, the easiest thing for me to eliminate is y, because y is the same size in both equations, they're both just y. If we look at the x, we've got 2x and x. So if I add these together, I'll get 3x, and if I take them away, I'll just be left with an x. If I take that top equation and take the bottom equation away from it, 2x take away x leaves me with x. Y take away y eliminates. 9 take away 5 leaves me with 4. So straight away, I've now got a value of x. If I then think about, well, what's my value of y? Let's take either equation. Let's have a look at this one here. So I've got x plus y equals 5. I now know my value of x is 4. So 4 plus y equals 5. Going ahead of myself. Equals 5. That means that y is going to equal 1. Okay? If we now put the value of x and y into here as a check, 2 lots of 4 is 8, plus a y, 1, gives me 9. So actually check that you've got it right. So it's another one of those areas of maths where you can straight away check to make sure that you've got it right. Okay, let's then have a look at method 2. And method 2 is substitution. Okay, now substitution is often a preferred method when you get into A-level maths or get to more advanced maths, because often it's not always that easy to eliminate. So if we had a look at substitution, I'm going to have a look at this one, I'm going to rearrange it. So that would be the same as x equals 5 minus y. Okay, that is exactly the same as that. I'm now going to substitute that value of x into there. So I'm going to have 2 lots of 5 minus y plus y equals 9. Let's multiply out the bracket. Happy? Got some frowns? So just put that 5 minus y in where I saw x. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times minus y is minus 2y. Plus y equals 9. 2 minus 2y plus y gives me y, so that's 10 minus y equals 9. Y equals... that doesn't work, does it? Yeah, that works. So y equals 1. Yeah? Something minus something equals 9. Okay, so 10 minus something equals 9. So y equals 1. So again, we've got the same answer as we had there. Okay, so that is using a method by elimination and a method by substitution. So if we have a look then at another example, let's have a look at an example that may start off looking slightly different. And I know that sometimes when something looks different, particularly in an exam when you're used to things looking in a particular way, you look at something in an exam and then you panic because it just isn't set out the same way, it looks a bit different. So this one here is probably set up much easier to be able to deal with substitution, because we've already got y equals, so we could just put that straight into there. You could, if you wanted to, rearrange it so that all of the values sat underneath each other. So you could rearrange this by bringing this minus x over, so we add x to it to eliminate it to that side, from that side and bring it to this. And that would give you x plus y equals 3. So you've got everything now in the same order. You could do that. On this occasion though, I would prefer to use the substitution method. So on the substitution method, I'm going to substitute this value for y into where I see y in there. So we're going to end up with 2x plus 5 lots of 3 minus x equals 12. And now we've just got to multiply out brackets and rearrange and solve. So we've got 2x, 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times minus x minus 5x, be careful with the negatives, equals 12. That's not very clear. Let's deal with the x's. 2x minus 5x gives us minus 3x plus 15 equals 12. Let's take the 15 over. Minus 3x is 12 minus 15. Minus 3x equals 3. Therefore, x is going to equal minus 1. 3 divided by minus 3. We've got... Oh, sorry, that was minus 3. So minus 3 divided by 3 plus 1. Yep, okay. So if x is 1, if we now put x is 1 into there, y equals 3 minus 1, y is going to give us a value of 2. So we've solved it. So when you solve that simultaneously in the exam, you must put on the answer, so x equals 1, y equals 2. Put those on the answer line. Okay? Often they'll have an x equals and a y equals, so you can just fill it in. Check it works. So if we put these back into here, 2 lots of 1x plus 5 lots of 2 should give us 12. 2 plus 10, 12, so that should check. So the check works, so therefore it's another one of those, again, in your exam you can tell you've got it right. Okay? So that should enable you to now go on and do some of the exercises, the first couple of exercises in simultaneous equations, and we'll have a look at some more difficult versions of it later on. Okay?